Okay. Okay, Dr. Turnip. So let's ignore the first shot. I want you to look at your technique for the second burst, because we are about to commence a right movement. Agreed. So where should our crosshair go? Past the head. Yeah, somewhere in this box, like way over here. Like you can definitely flick your crosshair into this box pretty consistently. So somewhere into that box over there is where I want to see it go. Yours goes like onto the head, and then ooh, and you start tracking. Okay, well now we start moving left, so our crosshair comes over here. Good. But there's no micro adjustment, and you shoot. You need to slow it down. I'm gonna play deathmatch, and I'm gonna play the fights really slow. I'm gonna lose a deathmatch. Rest in peace, my deathmatch win rate.
Variable removed. Enemy down.
And now I'm gonna play like a DM at normal speed, and I need you to understand that that is how I'm aiming. So what you just saw is exactly what I'm doing. I'm just faster at it because I've got 1,000 hours.
Three kills.
Why do they all keep spawning like that? Playback speed, 50%. And it should look very similar to the full speed of the other game, minus of course the movement is much slower. Oh, I forgot about this guy's movement. Let's find a fight where I get really caught off guard. This is a good example. Okay, so here I'm way caught off guard. Fuck. Do you see the micro adjust? I don't even win the fight. But do you see the micro adjust? I'll slow it down even more. I flick. Do I shoot? Not yet, because I'm a bit past him, and I adjust left. Do you see that? And now I shoot. And do you know why I miss? Because he moves. I miss because he's moving. If he crouch sprayed or was stationary here, like every silver player, I shit on this guy. All right, who's our first warrior? Dr. Turnip. Let's see. Dr. Turnip's on the deathmatch arc, right?
One by one.
Dr. Turnip is struggling. There's no micro adjustment, and you shoot. You need to slow it down. It's deathmatch. There's no stakes. Let them kill you. Make sure you're using proper technique. You see how there's no micro adjustment on this one? It's exactly one of the issues listed in the over aim drill video. There, you move your crosshair past them. Good. You walked, but then your crosshair just went past them and you shot. You didn't adjust at all. Make sure you're focused on your target's head, not your crosshair. So make sure your eyes are looking at this guy, and you want to do that micro adjustment. You're skipping it, and that's why you're missing so many shots. You're sort of just clicking and hoping your crosshair's on their head this time. Like, I mean, hell, look at this first shot on the neon. There's no... You're skipping a step. Completely. Let's find a longer gunfight. Trying to dead zone the first shot, but it's rushed. Yeah, I'm not even worried about the first shot as much. It's like fights against this Killjoy. So we'll call that your dead zone attempt. Okay, so now you're in the like bursting pattern. You're sort of trying to pre-fire her peak, which can be okay in like a ranked game setting, but I think that's a bit of an advanced technique for us to worry about right now. It feels more to me like you're just rushing shots. You're just shooting and hoping one hits target. It's sort of the vibe I'm getting. Even here, I think the only reason you kind of cook this guy is because you get tagged. And because you get tagged, now your character can't move as much. And there you see it. You see how you micro adjust this time? You're a beast. And there you micro adjust as well. Although not on the first shot. That's okay. First shot is questionable. Oops. Yeah, second shot, you're moving your mouse, trying to hit them. Let me look at your old DM, because I'm pretty sure you weren't, pretty sure you didn't have this issue. Give me a longer fight. This VOD is right when you're trying it? Okay. It was looking the same. Let me look a bit further back. Oh, yeah, that looked way better.
This is business.
Let's see if it was just that one fight.
You're finished.
Oh.
Target down.
Okay, yeah. So in this VOD, you have good aim technique and terrible movement. And in today's VOD, you have fabulous movement and terrible aim.
Got 4.
Yeah, you just got an ace. Like you can see it. This is your old VOD, a month old. So after like you dead zone YOLO your first bullet, Dr. Turnip, I need you to try and dial it in and over aim, move calmly, micro adjust for the head, and really, really, really stare at your opponent's head, not your crosshair. Like when you enter an engagement, try to laser focus on their head, not what you're doing. You boot up Valorant. I think I'm like, dang, my dead zone missed. I need to try again. No. Then you're like the piano player who, when they miss a note, they go back and change the tempo and try to hit the note again. So they'll be like, instead of keeping the right rhythm. This is why it's very important to practice like a metronome when you practice piano. If you miss a note, well, it doesn't matter because beat 3 is coming up and you have to play the correct chord on beat 3, even if you missed a note on beat 2. But a lot of students who practice piano will practice it wrong because they're not familiar with playing with like a band or a group. And so when they miss a note, well, now screw the rest of the measure. I'm going to play the right note first, and then we'll like offset the tempo. And like, this is a terrible practice habit, but I'm sure it resonates with a lot of people who've tried to learn piano or any instrument. Just because you missed a note doesn't mean you can go back to try and fix it. There's no going back. We're in the gunfight now. So it'll be like you missed the dead zone, but now you enter this like very patient burst pattern. So I missed my dead zone, but now I'm really trying to get on to them. Ooh. How can you tell if you're looking at the enemy's head or your crosshair? What do you mean? How can you tell what you're looking at? Okay, look at my screen right now and look at the bot's head. Okay, well now your eyes are focused on the bot's head. What do you mean? How can you tell what your arms are doing? They're your arms, man. I'm gonna play deathmatch, and I'm gonna play the fights really slow. I'm gonna lose a deathmatch. Rest in peace, my deathmatch win rate.
Variable removed. Enemy down.
Is he showing? I'm taking a ton of time in the gunfights and showing that I'm still doing really well in the deathmatch. Like I'm no longer aiming at radiant pacing, which can look overwhelmingly fast and unattainable. Now I'm aiming so slow that you could probably convince yourself you could get to this level probably in like a reasonable time frame. Like, I'm being very patient. All right, 24. And this is in a higher MMR lobby than the DM lobbies you play in because I frequently win my DMs. So I got more kills than you while aiming like you could have aimed the way that I was aiming. Agreed? You have the mouse control to aim like that. And let's just look up the DM. Bam. Yeah. It's the bronze players below me and the ascendant players on top. Gecko's bronze 3. KO's bronze 3. So like if you're bronze at 10, you saw how I was aiming terribly. Like very, 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 very slowly. And now I'm going to play like a DM at normal speed. And I need you to understand that that is how I'm aiming. So what you just saw is exactly what I'm doing. I'm just faster at it because I've got 1,000 hours. I'm not shooting before I think I'm on their head. I'm not doing that. I am missing shots because they're moving. That will happen. But you saw that happen in the slow DM. I'll also miss shots because I thought I was on their head and I wasn't. Or I missed a tiny little micro adjustment. I'm not perfect. But I don't miss shots because I YOLO flick and shoot without doing any confirmation.
Three kills. Target 86. Three kills.
The Why do they all keep spawning like that?
One kill remaining.
Okay. Now, conveniently, I'm playing against... These are very bad players. I don't know if you could tell, but my headshot percentage way higher than it normally is in DM. And it's because the movement from these guys is really bad. Playback speed, 50%. And it should look very similar to the full speed of the other game. Minus, of course, the movement is much slower. Oh, I forgot about this guy's movement. Let's find a fight where I get really caught off guard. This is a good example. Okay, so here I'm way caught off guard. Fuck. Do you see the micro adjust? I don't even win the fight. But do you see the micro adjust? I'll slow it down even more. I flick. Do I shoot? Not yet, because I'm a bit past him and I adjust left. Do you see that? And now I shoot. And do you know why I miss? Because he moves. I miss because he's moving. If he crouch sprayed or was stationary here, like every silver player, I shit on this guy. There's some other good ones where I got caught off guard. And this is a kill because imagine a circle around my crosshair with about this big of a radius. I'm gonna try my best to draw that. This is my micro flick circle. If there's a head within this circle, I don't have a second step to my aim. I will just aim and shoot immediately because I'm confident that within this circle, yours is going to be smaller. Yours probably looks like this, but with time, you can make it bigger. I'm confident within this circle. If I see an enemy, then I can go right onto their head and shoot. So I'm specifically going to look for fights in this VOD where I'm not in that circle. Because when they are in that circle, it's going to look impressive. Okay, perfect. So is that ISO in my circle? Definitely not. So will I shoot the moment I flick? No. I flick. And now what? I micro adjust. Boom, right there. You see me aim a bit to the right? and then I shoot. Okay, now that guy over on that side. What do? Over flick, strafe, little bit of a micro adjustment right there. Boom. Because they're not in my circle. And that's the point of good crosshair placement. You're trying to make sure that your fights mostly occur within that circle. But when you're lower rated, your circle's so small, it's not going to happen much. I believe I get caught off guard soon. Oh, perfect. There you see it. There you see it. There, you can see the micro adjustment phase. I just missed because he's mobile. It's very hard to shoot moving targets. Question I have, how do you translate this patient into comp? You can't completely. Comp, the floor is actually lava. There's additional pressure. You have to practice it in comp. Like, you could put somebody in 1,000,000 death matches and they could become the most calm aimer in the world and they would still suck in ranked if it's their first ranked game. You can't just transition it. You'll have to practice it in ranked as well. But first, you need to master it in the practice environment. All right, Turnip. Hope that helped. You forgot. You threw everything else to the side because you were getting frustrated when you missed your first dead zone. And you just kept trying to dead zone. You gotta take your time. Hey, HOOJ here. Did you know that I stream every weekday doing VOD reviews and playing ranked? If you enjoy the videos, the best way to support me is to show up live. If this video was just uploaded, it's very likely that I'm streaming right now. All of my coaching is free, but that means I need to make money in other ways. Please consider supporting me with a Discord subscription if you can afford to do so. I run many live events for my tier 3 subscribers as a thank you for letting me pursue my passion every day. At 2,000 subscribers, I'll be booking a flight out to EU and to APAC to play in-houses on your servers. Thank you for supporting me.